Hey everyone, Neil here, unedited, unscripted, as always. Have a couple new things down here in the man cave. I don't know, no you can't. You can't see it. I have a print of the Cotton Club back on here in 1940. So anybody that follows jazz, even in the most passing way, knows the history of the Cotton Club. Really, really serious crucible of outstanding musicians of that era. Wow, if I could just turn the clock back and go up to Harlem and, have a seat in there and listen to some of those guys and gals, that would just be fantastic. My latest toy, I should have done this years ago, is mesh drum heads. Everybody knows how loud drums are. I mean, they are seriously loud. You can be a half mile away and easy here. In the fall when the drum line's practicing up at the high school, it's a mile away. I can hear just about everything they're doing. I mean, down to... it really comes through. Now, that's marching drums. So, now there's electronic drums, obviously. Some of those can be extraordinarily expensive. You have to be really good to know how to use them and get pretty sophisticated. And it's just not something I've wanted to spring for quite yet. Not quite good enough. But I will put a link in from somebody I follow on YouTube. His name's Timothy Pavitt. He does outstanding covers. I mean, truly outstanding covers on electronic drums. I think it might be a Roland or something. Just really good stuff. He can get the perfect sound of those things. Another fellow, though, the German percussion instructor, put something up that advocated, trying the mesh heads just as a change. Give your neighbors a break, and so that's what I did. Tastes like chicken, I think, a little bit. Little spongy. I haven't... playing anything really there, just they're still the same drums, if you're doing or playing on the rims. But so I'll play around with them. I think my neighbors will be happy. At the very least, my neighbors, or greater neighborhood, will probably be happy. So. The other thing I have on here, the third toy, was the low volume cymbals. Now, cymbals are loud too, and not a whole lot you can do with them other than just drill tons of holes in them. That breaks up the wave pattern in the cymbal. And they say it cuts down about 60% of the cymbals. I would say so. I mean, these, speaking of 60, were only about $60 on Amazon. They're not the high-end things, but they, I hear a little tinny on this microphone, but they, I mean, a good drummer probably wouldn't be embarrassed using them on a gig. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing. What it's worth. Oh, one last thing I was thinking of. Everybody knows the theme from Wipeout. It's just, it's hard to accent on these. When you hear that song, the guy's playing it up on one of his high tom-toms there, and I mean, an acoustic set, you can really get the difference between the strokes, but here it bleeds in a little bit. It's hard to tell if you're accenting. So anyway, that's the latest toy, and making the neighbors happy one step at a time.